Otherworld's Monster Breeder. Chapter 65, Cheryl's Secret Thing. The next time my conscience returned, my spirit was in the body of a fire fox. A fox with fluffy fur was a pretty appearance that seemed to be popular with middle school girls walking through Shibuya or Harajuku. I'm a fool. Why didn't I choose the body of a fire fox before? I thought about Carolina had the idea that all monsters I'd transferred were bad one. Even if I said ha 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 like a demon of the humanoid type, anyone would suspect as soon as they look into their skirt. However, as far as I'm concerned, I have no idea what happened. With this lovely look, you should be able to melt the girl's caution. Cuteness is justice. After all, appearance is everything in the world. So I decided to take a look around looking for Cheryl with this cute girl catcher's body. There. After a while, I arrived at the cabin where Cheryl lived. The cabin was made of parts of material she brought to the ball. It was a fairly complete facility, and there were also weapons made there that goblin knights used. When you look closely, it was amazing after all. She was able to build a fine cabin this size on the ball. I'm impressed with the ability of Cheryl's skills. When I knocked the cabin with the front leg, I decide to wait for Cheryl to show up from the inside. And look at this, it's Kotaro. After a while, Cheryl comes out from inside the cabin. Apparently, my name seems to be Kotaro. Maybe Cheryl named each of the fire foxes. She's probably been calling it like that for a while. Cheryl, who came out of the interior, looked a little rude wearing a sleeveless shirt and shorts. Damn it! Damn it! It's an erotic body. I won't be able to control myself much more. Should I push her? What is it, Kotaro? Aren't you breathing heavier than on other days? Calm down. Stop being cool here, even if time pass, I'll still be a virgin. There will be other opportunities where she will look erotic. Now let's see this time. Now, Kotaro. You can come in. Con. Apparently, Cheryl was interested in letting me into the cabin. My body was taken to a bed in the cabin. Now is a good chance. I stop holding me back and jump into Cheryl's big-breasted body with my fire fox's body. Kotaro. It tickles. Con. This is a utopia. I buried my head between Cheryl's breasts and let my happiness rise to heaven. However, the humans are deep creatures. I should have been happy to just bury my head in her breasts. I go through an opening in Cheryl's clothes looking for a new stimulus. What? Kotaro. What are you doing? Cheryl really let escape a voice of confusion. When I got into his clothes, I felt a wetness. She was probably near the ovens making weapons. Sweat flowed like a waterfall from Cheryl's skin. But, that's good too. I let my tongue move and lick Cheryl's sweat. Every time I rubbed my body, Cheryl let out a complicated voice. I wonder if it feels good. At first, she was embarrassed, but soon she seemed to enjoy accepting my tongue, and soon stopped resisting. Ko Kotaro. Then. How long have I licked Cheryl's body with this sticky tongue? She became unable to resist the heat of her body, and soon began to remove her clothes herself. Oh. I made a girl's body feel like this. I didn't know that. It's different from what I've seen in pictures on the web. I can't take it anymore. Kotaro, as fast as you can. What a surprise. No matter how cute the fox is, I wouldn't normally go that far. Could it be that Cheryl, she's a closet pervert? Forgive me. A sudden, familiar voice echoes in the cabin. What's going on in such a hurry, Cheryl-san? I wonder if it was time for the perfect entrance. Cheryl covers her body with the futon and responds to the sudden visitor. Ano, why is Carolina-san here? Do you have a message? No. I don't have anything like that, but there is something that worries me about last time. Damn it. Damn it. It was awkward, but it wasn't a bad day. Ha 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 ha. That Carolina. I wonder if she's going somewhere soon. For now, I'm gonna be still licking her with my tongue until it dries out. What I was talking about, there are signs of the master. How did this happen? Calm down. Beyond the assumptions, they still have no conclusive evidence. What do you mean? That Suda-san be on the ball, isn't thinking too much. No. I certainly feel signs of Suda-sama in this cabin. When you reaches my level, I can feel the smell of Suda-sama's soul. That's scary. Besides, what's the smell of the soul? Carolina's behavior sometimes could cause problems because it was beyond the category of my understanding. It wasn't what I was thinking after all. Suda-san is not a monster. How would he get inside the ball? You can't hit yourself with the ball, can you? I think so, too, but some monsters have the effect of letting in the ball. It is surely not a history of something impossible, and since I don't know, I would like to ask Suda-san myself. I think it would be better to ask him directly when we see him tomorrow. It's true. Oh, that was dangerous. Carolina, who received Cheryl's word, seemed to be convinced with a feeling of doubt. Good, then I apologize. When Carolina leaned over, she started walking towards the entrance. It was shortly after that, Cheryl, who made it through the place, took a deep breath. I will only advise myself at the end. Comforting myself using monsters. Would it be better if I leave it as soon as possible? It looked like Cheryl's body that had received the signal from Carolina was getting hot. As expected from Carolina. Is she expecting something? Take care. If I make a mistake, I would be harassed and despised. She was also aware of my existence in the ball. It may be best to refrain from misuse of mental manipulation for a while. Chapter 66, Hero Guard. Hey. There's a rumor that the Wraith was defeated. I don't believe you. Aren't you getting older? Auntie, I don't know if you guys got it. He says that because he thinks his partner hurt badly because he's getting older. The next day, as I walked in front of the Adventurers Guild, I could hear what the adventurers were gossiping about. To be more precise, it was thanks to Carolina that we defeated the Wraith. Somehow, the rumor that it was defeated had spread. It was a little surprising. Since it was only yesterday when I received Wraith Subjugation Quest. I wonder how fast is the speed at which this sort of thing spreads? Maybe it was exaggerated that I told Chloe-chan I don't think that Reese is going to do any more bad things. Hey. You're Kaze Hayasuda, right? I have something I'd like to ask you, just for a moment, do you mind? Guard Westberg. Gender, man. Age, 22. This man showed up in front of me from somewhere. I'm sorry, but who are you? Oh, sorry. My name is Guard Westberg, and I grew up in a family of virtuous and venerable heroes. Heroes. Famu. From this point I think I have to explain myself. My ancestor had brilliant adventures in the struggle for the subjugation of Demon Lord Ibli 300 years ago. Since then, the Westberg family has been recognized as a family of heroes by the country. But unfortunately, the world is a set of rights and obligations. The people who born in the Westberg house will have a power many times stronger to resist the Demon Lord who is said to revive soon. Wow. This guy, he started talking about something like that so abruptly. I have a sense of shame for this tall, slim Eichmann star. Auntie, handsome guy. So. What does a hero need from me? Famu. I have heard that Suda-kun is a powerful person who defeated the Wraith. I'd like you to help me in my longing wish for kill the Demon Lord. Demon Lord, you say? Yes. And if you're interested, I can't tell you the details here, but let's meet at this tavern tonight. Guard, who proclaimed himself a hero, walked away from me as soon as he told me that. Good. What should I do? The Demon Lord was the target from the beginning when I was summoned to this world. By defeating the Demon Lord, Aphrodite could safely return to the celestial world and I could earn the right to return to the contemporary Japan. I have an unexpected opportunity, but for the moment I decide to consult the ladies on the ball. Since I suddenly received Hero Guard's request to subdue the Demon Lord, I decided to go back to the inn and talk to the three girls. I refuse. No, no, no. Absolutely not. Explaining the circumstances, I am surprised that Aphrodite is the first to refuse. N. Why do you object? You said you wanted me to defeat the Demon Lord forever till you return to the heaven. You that's. Aphrodite, when pressed by me, she was frustrated. May I ask you why? Suda would just go back to his old world, right? Yes. Well. I wonder if that's it? I didn't think about it that well around here. According to the story of Aphrodite, when I defeat the Demon King and return to Japan, my skills will not disappear. Originally, my goal in this world was to bring a beautiful girl I would have gotten with a capsule ball to Earth. When I decide to return to my original world, will Cheryl and Carolina come with me? Thinking that, it's troubling somehow. Then all the more reason I refuse. What's wrong with you, Suda? Isn't this the time when you should be chicken as usual? It's not too late to defeat the Demon Lord, even after save a certain amount of strength. You. Well, it may actually be so. Perhaps Aphrodite does not want to return to the celestial world? Did you like the Kitamura bed that much? Just think of Aphrodite, who likes to sleep more than 3 times a day. Let's hear Cheryl's opinion. I can't believe it all of a sudden, but I think it would be really bad if the Demon Lord isn't defeated once he revives. I think there would be people who would be saved only if he were quickly defeated. I see. Well, I can understand that kind of thinking too. No matter how powerful the Demon Lord is, he will probably be captured, no doubt, if you throw a capsule ball at him. Considering the simple victory rate, I may have to defeat the Demon Lord on behalf of humanity. What do you think, Carolina? I think that thinking about it is useless. The existence of the Demon Lord they speak of is completely false. Eh? Really? They were unexpected words that came out of Carolina, the first one I would trust. From what she said, it seems she knew the location of the real Demon Lord. Why do you come to that conclusion? That's for. Because of my pressure. Carolina turns her eyes away. I'm sorry. I completely exaggerated. It may be false, but I think it's okay if it's just asking for information. I understand. If Carolina agrees, then that's fine. That makes 2 for and 1 against. It's settled. As Carolina said, if the risk is high, I just have to refuse. There won't be any particular problem if it's just going to listen. There is no player who doesn't care about the final boss information. We have the approval of the members, so tomorrow I'll go with Guard and gather information about the Demon Lord.